Hello, everyone. This is Thursday, March 25th, 2021. We're approximately 11 a.m. this morning. Under partly cloudy skies, some sun, but some clouds floating around there. So hopefully we'll have a good day. And today I'm going to start from down here at the Halifax Public Library on Spring Garden Road. And I'm going on a really long walk. I'm going to walk all the way up to the Halifax Shopping Center. I hope you're up for a long walk because we're going to cover some ground today. All right, so without any more delay, let's get going. I just found out they have a senior rate, so I can get my coffee for $1.35. That's a pretty good deal. So, okay, we're going to walk up Spring Garden Road, and I'm not just quite sure how we're going to do this, but we're going to make our way up to the Halifax Shopping Center. Probably going to end up on Yonge Street, and then go up from there. But I think this walk is going to take at least an hour. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the scenery here in Halifax. I started out at the library. I'm on Spring Garden Road. If you know Halifax, you know where the public library is in downtown Halifax. Spring Garden Road, and we are going to, I just want to bump into anybody here. And so anyways, it's a beautiful sunny day here. +3 right now. It's got a wind chill, but it is +3. Believe it or not, you wouldn't know it because it's windy, which is like that a lot in the wintertime in Halifax. And we're almost to the first day of spring. How do you like that? This Sunday will be the first day of spring. I can't wait to officially be into spring. So we'll walk up Spring Garden Road, and I'm just going to take a little peek in this window of the music store here because I see some things that look pretty nice. So there's I'm not sure who makes those guitars. I think it's not sure. But they got P90s on them, those white, kind of creamy colored pickups are called P90s, and they're very good sound. So it's kind of like a cheap kind of guitar, but probably not bad. Yeah, I love browsing in music stores, but I won't go in because a lot of music stores don't like you videoing in their stores for some reason. Be good advertisement for them, but they don't like it. Most of them don't really appreciate that unless you've set up some kind of deal ahead of time and they agree to that. Well, I'm glad I decided to put my gloves on. It felt pretty good when you're in the sun and you're out of the wind, but when you get in the shade, like it is right here, it's a little different. I think I'll walk on the other side of the street and get into the sunshine because it's a little warmer over here. Maybe there's less wind too, we'll find out. But it definitely is warmer. So I'm starting out with a coffee. I hope I don't have to stop too many times, go to the washroom, but we'll try it anyways. And beautiful day when the sun's out. You just can't find a fault with that when the sun's shining. It's when you get in the shade and the wind's blowing, it's kind of like two temperatures out here today. But in the sunshine and under the wind, it's beautiful. So I got my stand hooked up on my gimbal today. So if I want to set my phone down, like there's a little tripod that screws in the bottom there, and I thought I'd hook that up today, just in case I want to set it down. That way I don't have to lay it down and it's jumping around and things like that. It's much more easy to use if it's on the tripod. It's just a little thing. It's just easy to carry. So I hooked it up to that today. I usually don't use that, but I thought today I'm going to carry it. If I want to set it down, I can. Quite a lot of activity on Spring Garden Road today. Very busy. Well, it's noon hour. It was 12:15 when I started out, so it's noon hour today. There's a lot of food places along here, so it's very busy. Naturally, it would be at noon. I don't think I'm going to drink too much more of this coffee because I don't want to have to stop and go to the washroom. And I think I'll just wait till I'm done this trip. And there, put that in the garbage. Wait till I'm done this trip and then we'll go for coffee. So, sounds like a good idea. I got a few choices when I get up to the Halifax shopping center. And there's Tim Hortons inside the food court, and there's Tim Hortons outside, over in the Walmart area. So we'll see when I get up there. I dropped my son off at his job today, and I have to go pick him up at, I think, 2:30. So I left my car at the Walmart at the Halifax shopping center, so when I get done here, I can just go right from there to pick him up. So I think today, to make my trip just a little bit faster, I'm going to walk through the public gardens today, and I'm going to walk right through the public gardens, and it cuts a little off my time, and it's beautiful in here as well. The public garden should look pretty good today. We're too early for the flowers and stuff, but it's still going to be nice in here. It's going to be a good walk through here. This is a place, don't matter how many times you come in here, you never get tired of it. It's always nice. Nice little walk through here. And it cuts off the corner like you're going diagonally through here up to Summer Street, and it cuts quite a little bit off your walking time because you're not walking down the corner then up, you're just cutting at an angle right up to. My goal now is to try to get out a minimum of 3 videos a week. I'd like to be able to do more because people like to see fresh stuff, like to see always getting something new out there. So I'm trying to get 3 a week at least, but maybe I'll manage more. I think I get, this one will be going up on Friday. I got one going up today. This one's going up on Friday. And I'm hoping to do one on Saturday, so we'll see if that's possible, but I might manage that. I got an idea what I'm going to do on Saturday, but I won't tell you right now because it might not happen, and just in case it don't, I won't tell you something right now. So, but I have every intention of doing this on Saturday, another video, which will give me 4 videos this week. It's something that grows on anybody that's thinking about getting into this and doing videos. It starts off slow, you do one, and that's about it for a while. You don't really think about another one. Then you do another one, and then you start to pick up the pace a little bit. You do maybe a couple a week, or one a week instead of one every 2 or 3 weeks. And then after, I can't explain how it happens, but just over time, it starts to grow on you, and you love going out making videos. And so that's how it happened to me. I started off slow, and then over time, it grew. And I used to do one a week, then it was 2 a week. Now I'm averaging about 3 a week, and I'm already thinking about trying to squeeze in another one. So it does grow on you, and which is good, because if you're trying to get subscribers and viewers, the more you put out, the more you'll get. So, but it's not just that, it's just, it grows on you, something you like doing. And anything that you can find to do that's fun, you should pursue it, because it's fulfilling to do something like this, and publish it, get it up on YouTube, and people watching it. It's a rewarding thing to do. Just wanted to show you that in detail as I was walking by. Did you know that April 28th is Injured Workers Day? And this tree right here is planted in the name of all the workers injured or killed on the job. We should always remember their sacrifice as we strive for a safe and healthy workplace. The Halifax Dartmouth District Labor Council put this here in 1992. There's the plaque, and there's a little sign telling you what kind of tree it is. It's a golden chain tree. So there's to honor workers injured and hurt in the job, injured and killed. As you can see, I'm still alive, but I was injured on the job in 1991, and I still got 4 screws in my knee to remind me of that. I was in the back of a trailer, and a stack of plywood fell over and landed on my leg, and that changed my life completely, because certain things I can't do, or I have limitations now because of that. And I tried riding a bicycle for a while. I can ride it on level, but I can't pedal it up a hill. But I can walk. Walking don't seem to bother me, so sitting bothers me. If I sit too long, my knee gets stiff. And that was a long time ago. That happened in 1991. That was quite a few years ago, since this is 2021. I was just a young guy when that happened, still in my 30s. So that's how an accident can affect you for the rest of your life. And I'm lucky I'm still able to do things. After I had 2 surgeries on my knee after that happened. And my family doctor told me, he said, in 10 years' time, your knee will be so full of arthritis, you won't be able to bend it. It'll be stiff as a board. But I was determined that wasn't going to happen if I could help it. And I kept moving it and exercising it. And 30 years later, I'm still walking on it. And I got letters in the mail to apply for Canada pension back then, And I said, I'm not doing that. I'm too young for that. I'm going back to work. And everybody laughed. I went back to work. I'm back driving. I worked until I was 67. So, you can almost guess my age now, can't you? If I've been retired 2.5 years and I worked till I was 67, you can pretty much guess my age. But that's okay. You are what you make of it. You're never too old to do things, and it's all in your head if you think, because I'm a certain age, I can't do this, I can't do that, because you can. There's people later on in life went into bodybuilding and changed their looks completely, and I don't think I'm going to do that, go to those extremes, but I can walk 10 kilometers and I don't even feel it. So that's something too for there's people younger than me can't walk that. Running is something I can't do much of because it hurts my knee if I run too much, so I run a little bit just to get a little bit of running exercise, but I don't run too far, and so you got to be careful with that. So, yeah, anyway, I got off onto this little rant talking about the injured workers. Just say, when you get hurt on the job, it can have a lifelong effect on you. It can change your life completely. One little slip, one little accident. I have a cousin who got killed working in the woods. He drove a skidder in the woods and it upset on him. And things like that can happen. Well, let's see. I'm walking past the Veterans Hospital, and I'm going to take a right on Roby, walk across Roby a ways, and then we'll probably go up and walk across Agricola, then jig-jog up there, and somehow wind up on Yonge Street eventually, and make our way to the Halifax Shopping Centre. It's quite a walk. A lot of people wouldn't want to walk that. They jump on the bus but I'm out making a video, and so I'm gonna walk it. It's not that far really. I walk farther than that a lot of days, and most people who do videos are good walkers because you don't even realize how far you went until at the end of the day, and you look at your phone and there's 20,000 steps on there. Like, how did I do that? I don't even realize it. That's how it goes. We enjoy doing this so much that we don't think about how far we're walking. And it's a nice day for walking. It's not hot by any means, but it's a good day for walking as long as you're dressed right and you're not gonna freeze. All right, we'll take a right here and walk across Roby. Well, it's got two names, Halifax Infirmary and Veterans Memorial Hospital. I guess it's one and the same. It's the same thing, same place. I'm still learning things about Halifax because I wasn't born here, and there's people who lived here all their life could probably tell me a lot that I don't know. But I'm willing to share what I know and what I see walking around. as best I can. I might just start keeping that little tripod in the bottom of my gimbal, because if you have to set it down for any reason, like to fix your hat, take your gloves off, put them on, fasten up your coat a little tighter, whatever, it's hard to do, because these things, if you try to lay them down, they'll jump all around on you. But if it's standing up straight, it won't do that. So you got one of these little tripods, screws right at the bottom of it. It comes with it, and you can set it down. Then if you want to do something where you're looking at the camera, you can set it down and walk away from it and let it video what you're doing and things like that. So I've never actually done that yet. One day I might. I don't think today's the day I'll do that, but I just thought I'd put it on, and I think I'll just keep it there from now on. It's kind of handy having that on there. There's a couple of nice looking buildings up here on Roby now. The first one is new, the second one's been renovated. And to look at that building now, it's amazing. They spent a long time on the renovation, but it looks like a new building. And it's not, it's all just painted and things put up on it, and it looks like a brand new building. Very stylish now. And of course this one is still getting work done. This one's not completed just yet. The building's up, but I see they still got the fence around it, and so there's still doing some work in there, some finishing touches to it, I guess. That second one is called the Atlantica Hotel. It's had a few names over the years, but they put a lot of money into it, so I guess they're planning on staying. I see this place is now leasing, so that's great. Got a bit of a wind here, so I'm just going to shield my microphone with my hand, and hopefully that does the trick. You're looking out at the Halifax Common area here, and it takes you in a big area. I don't know the acreage of it, but it takes you in there's a lot of stuff here. The Citadel Hill is down that way as well, and there's a Citadel Rec Center and a school, and there's a oval for skating on. There's in the summer there's wading pool for kids. There's all kinds of things. There's ball fields, all kinds of things in there in that area. Oh, he just popped a wheelie. I missed that. I think I missed it. I saw it, but I don't think my camera saw it. This is an intersection here. We exercise caution because you've got cars coming up this street. You got cars going down that one and coming up the next one. You got cars making a turn and coming straight through. It's a place you want to obey your walk sign. If you don't have a walk, don't walk. I don't always obey that. Sometimes I walk when I don't have a walk, but not on this one. It's too many angles, too many directions cars are coming from. So I just stand right here until I get my walk sign. I'm just passing Quinpool Road, which is up that way. That's Quinpool right there. One of the busy streets in Halifax with restaurants and stores and places to shop and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And right there is where the new 23-story condo tower is going up, and there's going to be businesses. I heard them talking about it or read it. Maybe in the first 2 floors, at least 1, possibly 2 floors. And it's going to be 23 stories high. It's going right there. Won't that look nice with those 2 right there, and now 1 there, and then of course there's 1 over there. So Roby Street is getting busy and growing. I love to see growth in the city because I don't like living in a place that's dead. It's the same now as it was like 30 years ago, or maybe it's worse. Those kind of places, I couldn't live there. That's not for me. But if there's stuff being built all the time, and I just heard today that it's been approved. There's 3 or 4 new ferry runs going in. That will mean new ferry terminals and a new boat. There's going to be one farther up in Dartmouth, somewhere's up around the bridge area maybe, somewhere up that way. Then there's another one up around the Bedford Basin. I believe I heard on both sides. So you can catch it from either side of the basin. It's going to be I do see the 3 or 4 more ferries added. So this is going to be a big thing. And some more express buses. So, which is really good for me because there's going to be an express bus added from Cole Harbour to Halifax, and it's stopping right at the end of my street in Dartmouth. It's not making very many stops, but that's one of them. So that was good news. So I guess the people behind the transportation business, they know the city's growing and there's a need for these things. So that's great. That's really wonderful. So I guess when they get the new ferries on, all us YouTubers will have to be the first to ride those boats so we can get that right up on YouTube there and give everybody a good look at the new ferries and the new terminals and all these things. I gotta stay on my own side of the sidewalk because people come along there and I don't even know they're there. They're quiet when they're running. I don't want to block their path. I just couldn't hear them coming. All right, well, I'm almost, let's see. I'm almost at the end of the common. And if you go down that way, it'll take you right downtown. Keep on going down the hill and you'll get downtown. That way, if you keep right on going out Roby Street, eventually you'll come to the highway to go to Dartmouth or go to whichever way you want to go. You can go up to Bedford, or you can go to the 102, go wherever you want to go. But you go right out the end of the street, you'll see the signs out there where to go. Let's just take a look and see how long this is taking me, if I can read it. 20 minutes, well that can't be 20 minutes, I think it's 30. 30 minutes, the sun's shining on my screen, but 30 minutes to here. So that's not bad. 30 minutes to here. I think I can get to the Halifax Shopping Centre in an hour. I know long videos aren't for everyone, but I like watching them, so if I do, then maybe somebody else will like watching mine. That's how I look at it. So I watch other people's videos, and some of them are long, and I watch them I don't watch everyone to the end, but some of them I do. A good many of them I do. Watch the whole thing. I think most people are that way. They watch your video. Some people watch it all the way. Well, it started out pretty sunny this morning, but it seems to be clouded over a little bit now. But that's okay. Maybe the sun will come out again. Hope so. I think about another half hour, maybe up to the shopping center from here. We'll see. Depends on how fast I walk. I was out yesterday and made a video as well, so I had a pretty good week this week. And if all goes well, I'm going to get out tomorrow. So hopefully all goes well and I can get one done tomorrow. Then I can take the weekend off. That's my plan right now, to go out tomorrow and do one, and then I'll take the weekend off. And I won't do anything and until Monday. Because I think we're going to get some rain maybe on the weekend, and it's a little cooler and there could be some wet flurries too. So it's not going to be that great of weather for videos, and I think I'll just try to get tomorrow in, and that should work pretty good for this week. But it has been a beautiful week. I can't say enough about that. We've had a great week. This whole week has been good. Sun's been out, been kind of warm. We're definitely into spring now. There's no doubt about that. But it's still on the edge of it. So it can cool down for a day here and there, and we could get a flurry. So it's all part of it, I guess. But we're pretty well there. Another week, 2 weeks will make a big difference, I would think. I got a lot of celebrations coming up right now. My anniversary just went by, and my wife's birthday is coming right up, and not long before we have Good Friday off, and then Easter will be here, and there's a lot of stuff in the works here in a short time. So we're still on Roby Street. We're well into the north end now. And we're soon going to be to Roby and North Street. And I did change course. I was going to go across Agricola, but I wound up going across Roby, so it's okay. We've covered Agricola quite a few times, and it's all right coming across Roby. Well, we're going to get the same place anyway. I think might need to straighten this up a little bit. There we go. So now this intersection is Roby and North Street, one of the main intersections in the north end. Busy traffic here. But I think I'll just continue on across, wait for the light here and keep going. All right, we'll continue. There's looking down North Street. If you go that way, you're heading right for the bridge to take you over to Dartmouth. And this way here, if you stay right on it, you'll get out to the highway eventually. Like if you want to go up to Bedford, or you want to go Napa Valley, or a lot of different destinations. You can also go keep it on out this way, get on the highway to go to Dartmouth, taking the McKay Bridge, and but we're going to turn when we probably walk up to Yonge Street and turn there, and then just take that right on up around to the Halifax Shopping Centre. It's quite a little stroll from downtown to the Halifax Shopping Centre, but I just wanted to do that to have a nice long walk today and show you what it was like to walk all the way up there from downtown. I don't always do that long a walk, but it's good. It's good to get the exercise. And that's certainly going to add my steps up today. I got a step counter on my phone there, so I like to make my heart points for the week. And no trouble to make them when you're doing videos. You can make your heart points, no problem. You get lots of walking in. Probably more than you would if you're just out walking, because you have a destination in mind and you have to complete what you're doing. So. This particular spot right here has a lot of construction. You'll see what I mean. There's a lot of cranes up here, and there's more construction than that going on. There's just a small portion of the north end that's under construction. There's a whole lot more, and there's more to come. There's more that are spoken for, buildings that haven't been demolished yet. They're on the chopping block. They just haven't got to it yet, but it's coming. There's another one of those little streets with all the different colored buildings. Then you got a barber shop right here on the corner. And it looks like one of those businesses has probably been here for years. Oh, they've moved to a new location. 6140 Young Street. The barber shop is no longer here. So anybody sees this video and doesn't know, the barber shop is relocated. 6140 Roby. And as soon as I see a number, I'll see where we are now. So I'll see how far they've moved. They might not have gone all that far. Well, I'm at 2729 and they went to 6140. 2729. We'll see what the next one is, just to see what trade is. Okay, we're going in the right direction, but it's way up. 6140. It's a long ways up. And I think I mentioned this Bloomfield School before, that it sat idle here for a long time, and finally something's going to happen with it. I saw in the news on the phone there one day that it's been sold to a group of real estate people, realtors. A group of them bought it for, I think I saw it $20 million, something like that. And they're going to build some condos and apartments and businesses and stuff like that on here. So it's been quite an eyesore for since I've been here. I've been here a little over 2.5 years now, and it's been like that since before that. It looks to me like it was just, that was the original school, and then that was built on, and then a piece back there, and they built these little walkways across from one part to the other, and it didn't look that good. So, kind of glad to see the last of that. And one of my YouTube friends lives out in Vancouver. I talk to quite often. Went to school in that school, and he's I think he told me he's 75 or something. I'm not sure of his age now. And he went to school there when he was a young guy. He grew up in Halifax. And And so he had fond memories of that place. I got to cross when I get to the other side here. I got to go over and then over to the other side of the street, because this is construction and stuff going on here. So I got to go on the other side of the street now to get across. All right. Yesterday I was down in Springfield walking around. First time I covered that. And today I'm making my way up to the Halifax Shopping Center. Which, if you know this area, I'm not too far away. I'm a little distance, but not too far. So I think that, I don't know, I think maybe I'll walk towards Young and Roby and then take that way, because I might stop off for a bathroom break at Tim Hortons probably. So I'll probably go that way. That's what my plan is right now, I guess. There's another Ontario car that has found their way to Halifax. There's a lot of people coming back here from Ontario, and I don't really blame them, because even before COVID, we came back before COVID, and we were here, let's see, a year? Yeah, more than a year before COVID. So, but when I left, it was because I was retiring and I wanted a cheaper place to live. But I could see the trend up there. It was very hard to get jobs up there. And I'm not going to say all the reasons why, but it was very difficult for people to come into the city and get a job. And when I went there, I could have a job in a day, like it was that good. It was like one day I'd be working. And I went up there several times and got work, and I'd be working in a day. And the last few years it was really difficult. My kids grew up and they looked for jobs, and it was tough finding jobs. And then a lot of places, after you're there, my wife went through this. If you're there and you're coming up to like 5 years on that job, they don't want to pay you like your 3 weeks vacation and your raises in pay. You're starting to make more than they want to pay. So they say, we restructured, that's why you're laid off. Had to let you go for restructuring. So that's what you get all the time up there, and you can't do anything. If you're not in a union, you haven't got any recourse. You can go to the Department of Labor and they can't do nothing to help you. So that's what happens to your jobs a lot of the time up in Ontario. You're good up until about 5 years. Just before you hit the 5 years, you're gone. You're out the door. Everybody is. My wife worked in a store, a retail store, and she was there almost to her 5 years. And they brought in a new supervisor, and week by week, another one was let go, and another one was let go, and they write some phony thing on their separation slip why they were let go. And but I got to hand it to my wife. She could see it coming, and she had about 3 or 4 weeks sick leave coming to her. So she went to the doctor and got a note that she was off for 1 month. And the day that her supervisor was going to let her go, she walked in the door, and the supervisor says, I want to see you in my office. And my wife says, no need to see me in your office. I got a doctor's note. I'm laid off for 1 month sick leave. She handed her the paper, and that woman just about fell over because she didn't know that was coming. She didn't see that coming at all. So she outsmarted her. That gave her an extra month pay to find a job. And before that month was up, she was working. She had another job. So they weren't able to pull anything. She didn't have to apply for EI or nothing. Her checks just kept coming because she was on sick leave. And it gave her all kinds of time to find a new job. And that worked out great. She did. She got a new job. And I don't remember what it was now, because she had a few jobs up there because the way employers are up there in a lot of places. I was really fortunate. I had the same job from the time I went there till I left. And I had a good boss, and it was a good company to work for. I was there 15 years, and I never called in sick once in 15 years. So says something about the job and the working relationship I had there. And so I'm at Tim Hortons right now in Yonge and Roby, and I only stopped here because I'm going to take a bathroom break. I've been walking a while, and so I'm just going to sign off here for a minute, and I'll come back out to the same spot and pick it back up, okay? Okay, I'm back, and I think I'm in exactly the same spot as when I left. So that worked out good. We'll just continue on now. So we head over to the Halifax Shopping Centre, which I promised we would do, and that's where we're heading. Well, it just got foggy all of a sudden, but it does that sometimes here in Halifax. It can start out nice, and just like that, the fog can roll in, and just maybe one part of the city, and then it'll roll back out again. It'll be clear. And I've seen it like that a lot of times. Very thick fog in one area, and you get to another part of the city and there's no fog. So that's what we're hoping it will be today. Well, the fog will roll out, and the sun will get back out, and everything will be nice and warm. It's not too bad out. The fog does cool it down a little bit. So anyways, I'm at the corner of Yonge and Roby now, and that intersection right there is a very bad place. There's been a lot of accidents there, and there was one about a week ago where an older gentleman got hit, and I think I heard that he passed away in the hospital. So that's a very bad corner, Yonge and Roby, for accidents. You got to be on your guard when you're crossing that street. And even though you got a walk sign, you still got to make sure the people in the cars are obeying their signals. All right, we're on our way over now to the shopping center. And I just might go in. I don't think I'm allowed to video in there, because almost every mall that I went into, if I had this going, somebody came out and told me I wasn't allowed to do that. So I guess I can keep it on long enough to get inside the mall and then sit down and turn it off. I have to do that, I guess, because for some reason, I don't know why, malls just don't like you doing this. And the stores, some of them do, some of them don't, but they got their security in there, and they'll come up and tell you to put that away. You're not allowed to do that, so got to be careful in those places. But anyways, we'll continue making our way over there. There's always a lot of traffic on Yonge Street too. Yonge Street's very busy, and it's like a through street to get to. If you're going up to, just about anywhere, you're going to Fairview or Clayton Park area, or if you're going up to Bedford, and you're down this area, you'll probably go up Yonge Street and pick your route from here somewhere. There's a lot of people that are going through here, but there's a lot of things here too to bring people here. You got that. There's a plaza right over there. It's got quite a quite a few things in it. And there's things here too. And a lot of buildings here, high-rise buildings with people living in them. And so there's a lot of stuff to make the traffic quite heavy here. So this is called Yonge Street right here, but I think after Windsor, when I make that turn, I think it's called Bayers Road then. So I'm almost certain that that's where it changes right there. Bayers Road, past Windsor, Yonge Street this way. Now I've heard a little thing about pronunciation of Bayers Road, and my wife told me that the locals here pronounce it Bayers Road, like a grizzly bear, a bear instead of Bayers, and it's B-A-Y-E-R-S, and I always called it Bayers Road, and she said no, you pronounce it Bayers Road because that's what everybody else says here, Bayers Road. So she could be right. She comes in contact with a lot of people in her day doing her job. And she said that the Haligonian pronunciation of Bayers Road is Bayers Road. So there you go. Yeah, it could be true. No one has corrected me on that yet, but so I'm told it's Bayers Road. We are now coming up to the intersection of where Yonge Street ends and Windsor Street is on my left up here. One chilly day back in the winter, I did a video coming across Windsor and showing where the hockey rink was there. So that's like the back end of it right there. There's I think it's university hockey or something like that. Anyway, it's a hockey rink there. So I just wanted to show where that was and as much about it as I could. And with my lack of knowledge about that rink, but I wanted to touch on it at least and show it. So that was my one and only time I think I walked across Windsor, although I might have since then. I got a sign up here. Let's see, what does that say? It went out again, whatever it was. I don't like those yellow signs when they appear on my screen because that usually means something's wrong, but I'm still moving. I'm still clicking off the seconds. The yellow sign went out. So whatever it was, I guess it's not too important. Sometimes my phone is getting older, and sometimes if it's a little chilly out, or the wind's blowing or something, my battery will start complaining that it's too cold. The battery's not working good. But I don't think it's a cold day, but maybe it was a one-time thing. I'll keep going unless it stops on me. Because I do want to get this video done, and then I'll be all freed up to do another one tomorrow. To have to think about that one, what it's going to be tomorrow, because I don't know yet. There's a lot of things here I haven't covered yet. You never seem to run out of things, so I'm sure I will think of something for tomorrow. And if all goes well today, and all goes well tomorrow, I'll have my videos completed for this week, and I'll have my weekend off. But you never know, like with technology, how it is. You never know when you start out to do a video what could possibly go wrong. I've had issues a few times, and I've had to scrap whole videos before because something went wrong and I wasn't recording through like half of it or something, and it was pretty much ruined, so I had to scrap it and do it over again or do another one or something. These things can happen, but they don't happen frequently, so, but just showing it out there that with technology, anything can happen. But I do know it's almost time for me to get a new phone because the battery in this one doesn't hold up as good as it used to at one time. And I think I'm probably going to go within the next month and get my new phone sometime in the next month. And I've decided what I'll do with this phone. I'll keep this one, and if I fill up my phone and I want to do a second video, I can put it on this phone. And that way I don't have to stop because my phone is full. I'll have my second one. I don't have to have this one in service to make videos on it. I just use it for videos. And you don't have to make phone calls or anything. Just keep it for a second phone for recording videos. Because that happened a lot. Like I find a way to recharge my phone, my batteries and stuff, but I got no more storage. So I still can't do a second video. So a lot of times I could. Like I could do 2 videos in a day if I just had a little more space, a little more room on my phone for more videos. So, but I'm very close to getting a new phone. I only got a little bit left pay on it, and it'll be all paid off. And I usually try to get one that I don't have to pay anything down, because I got lucky when I got this one. It was a brand new phone. It wasn't like a year-old phone. It was a brand new phone, and I didn't have to pay anything. They had like 1 or 2 weeks on. They were promoting it, and I got it without putting anything on, and then a week later, you had to pay $200 or $300 to get it. So I was lucky. I just went in at the right time. So hopefully something like that will happen again. I'll get a nice phone. And, I think 2 years. If you get 2 years out of it, that's about all. You might work a bit for a while, but there are certain things going to start acting up. And the battery is one of the main things that will act up on you. So I would say I'm walking down Bears Road right now because I drive it all the time. I never even look at the signs. I don't know. When I'm running my way around the city, I don't read the street names and I don't look for stuff like that. I just go for landmarks. You drive down there to that big church, make a left, go past the bridge, that kind of stuff. So that's the way I learn my way around. But some people can tell you the names of every street. But I drive this street right here that I'm on at least 7 or 8 times a week, maybe more. And I have to read the sign just to be sure it's Bears Road. But it is. I see the sign now, so it is indeed Bears Road. So you'll see right there on that sign is Bears Road. Okay? And this way, this is Bears Road, and that one is Oxford. And Oxford will take you all the way across the city too, just like Windsor and Roby and Oxford goes across that way. So I gotta wait for my light. Maybe I should push my little button here just to be sure it gives me a walk signal. Well, it's cloudy and foggy, but it's still an enjoyable walk. I'm having a good time walking around here talking to you folks, as I always do. There's never a boring, dull minute doing a video. I absolutely enjoy it. There's nothing I'd rather be doing right now than doing this video. So, don't ever think I'm suffering to make a video, because I really enjoy it. It's my favorite thing. I don't know what I'd be doing with my time if I wasn't making videos, because I find it such, like, when you're retired, you have a lot of time on your hands that you didn't have before, and you got to do something useful, or otherwise life doesn't have enough meaning for you. The excitement is out of it if you don't have something to do. And I'm quite busy because I do my videos, and I'm still trying to maintain my level playing the guitar, which is hard when the COVID's on. There's nobody to play with most of the time. I'm just playing by myself, and it's hard to make yourself practice enough, but I'm still trying. Maybe I don't get enough in every day, but I'm still getting practice in. And I don't think I've slipped too much. I'm still pretty fast on it. I practice my speed picking sometimes, so I can make my fingers fly over the fretboard. And you can dazzle people with your fast playing. But so I'm staying up with that pretty good. And so between my videos and practicing my guitar and what other things I have on the go. Here's a new construction job. Got to show you on Bears Road, and just down from Oxford. It used to be a business or something here, and it's gone. And you can tell it's going to be a big job because it don't end right there. It goes on the other side. It goes all the way up to that other building. So it's going to be a good size construction site right here. Halifax is a city under construction. There's just everywhere you look, there's something going up. And especially up here in the north end, there's a lot of construction. I love it. Absolutely love it, because, as I said before, if there's nothing being built, the place is dead. My hometown, where I grew up in New Brunswick, it's like, if it's changed at all in the last 50 years, it's just got worse. It hasn't got any better. There's no new things there. It's dead. You drive through town, there's nobody on the street. It's awful. I can't even stand to go there, because I don't have any family there anymore. My parents have passed away. The house I used to live in, somebody else lives in that now. And the people I went to school with, a lot of them have passed away. I don't know what it is in that town, but a lot of them is not alive anymore. People that were younger than me. And so I don't really go back there because there's nothing there. So. And this is where I live. This is my city. And it's alive. The city's alive. There's things going on here. There's construction. There's people doing things. And that's what I like. I like a city that people's doing things, and it's not dead. It's alive. There's a lot going on. And that's the kind of place I want to be in. Place where things happening. People are out doing things, and once this COVID's over, we'll get back to normal again, and everybody will be doing the things they always did. But even now, the construction is still going on, and my wife's job is still going on. She's a courier driver. I probably mentioned that before, and she's busy all the time. And let's see, might possibly meet up with her today, maybe, but I gotta see. She got a busy day today, so we were texting, and she said she may have some time or she may not. So when I finish this video at the Halifax Shopping Center and I put my gear away, then I'll phone her or text her and see how things are looking. And I may go back to the Esso and hang out there at Tim Hortons for a while. And we may meet up, maybe. That's all maybes. But that's my plan for now. Go back to that area. Some of my earlier videos used to see me wearing a Batman hat. I lost it. My daughter gave me that when I was up in Ontario, and I had it all this time. Had it for like, probably I had it for close to 3 years now. And it wasn't cheap, and she gave me that when I left. She had it there. She said it didn't fit her good enough. It was too loose. So she gave it to me before we come back from Ontario. And one day, it was real windy out, and I had that hat stuck down in between my seat in the car and the door. Of course, I got out, and I never thought about the hat being there. And when I got out, it must have tumbled out of the door, and then the wind blowing hard probably blew it under the car, so I didn't see it. And I got back in the car and drove away. It wasn't until I got home I realized I didn't have my Batman hat. So that is a cherished item that I've lost because I shouldn't have put it there, but I did. Anyways, if I ever see another one in a store, I'm going to buy it. And well, I don't have a walk, but I got 18 seconds to get across the street. I'm going to go as fast as I can, and hopefully I'll make it. I got 10 more seconds to get across this portion of the road. Can I make it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, just made it. All right, now cross here, onto the sidewalk, and we're good. And we're getting very close to the Halifax Shopping Center. You can see the sign right there. Now you know how far it is if you walk it. Most people take the bus or they drive. They don't walk all the way from downtown to the Halifax Shopping Center. But I wanted to do it just to show you how far it was and that it can be walked. It's not that hard to walk up here. So that's why I wanted to walk it, just to show you where it is. And it's not that hard to get here, walking. Sometimes I speed walk, but it's hard to do when you're holding a camera, because then it's not going to be as steady as it is if you're just walking at a normal speed. Even then, if you didn't have the gimbal, you wouldn't be able to hold it at all. But it kind of makes up for the moving around. Well, there's the Halifax Shopping Center. Over 170 shops and services. And all right, so we'll walk down here. I promised I would at least go inside the door of the shopping center, and then I may not go much beyond that because I have other things to do today. But whoop, my camera got out of whack. Well, I know what this yellow sign is saying. Difficulty for something. Difficulty, something about objects. And I got to try to zoom it up here, see if I can straighten up my lens over there. That's a little better. Okay. Maybe that's what was the trouble. It was pointed up. I was walking along when I came by the bus shelter. I noticed that my vision was pointed up in the air. So that was part of the problem. Maybe that's why the yellow sign came on, because I was not pointing it right. So we'll try to do a little better with that. All right, so I got a message from my wife that I think she said she's on her way. In which case, I'm probably going to end this video right here because the mall is right over there. But I made plans to meet up with my wife, and she just sent me a text that she's on her way. So if I leave now, I can get back to the Esso to meet up with her probably in about 10 minutes. So, okay? So on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked this video and you haven't become a subscriber yet, please push that subscribe button and let me know if you liked the video. And I'll be out tomorrow doing another one for sure. Okay? Have a good day for now. Bye.